You gotta be kidding me. Oh, I think we're back. Are we back? We're back. Bam, 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 we're back. So I'll let you do the intro. This will be a little different.
How you doing? This is Fredrick Montgomery, aka the Hood Doctor. What's going on? I'm at Fuzzy Taco Shop. First time been there. I grubbed out. I learned something today that don't get crispy tacos because it makes a big mess.
Right, you'll have to forgive Frederick a little bit today. This is his first time. He's doing the intro. We're doing things a little bit differently. I, of course, Adrian OTAP, E Pluribus OTAP, out of America. See, I'm stumbling. I am America, and you can be too. Out of me. What is this thing that you usually do? He usually does coffee and conversation with a black man, and instead, switching it up, we're doing tacos with a black man. So I first met him at this year's TAF Awards. That is the Teachers Appreciation Foundation. It's a wonderful nonprofit organization founded by our common friend, Karim Muhammad.
My man.
His man, my man. Great guy. And for those of you that don't know, the Teachers Appreciation Foundation, they support the support staff of the educational institutions in the Oklahoma City area. Pretty much, how would you describe what they do?
Man, they recognize teachers that nobody recognized. Not just the teachers, but they recognize the
support staff, administrators, everybody from the custodian
all the way on up to the top,
all the way to the bus driver, to the superintendent, counselors, everybody that's involved in the education process. And so, yes, we did say tacos. So, this is my free taco day. I'm customer 20 here at this location, so I get free tacos every week for a year. I invited him out. He's my plus one this week. Wife G was not able to join me. I'm heading out somewhere else this week. It's not wifey, it's wife G. It's an Indian thing. Dots, not feathers. And so anyway, the phone fell over. We're roughing it here. We're making do. We don't have the tripod out. But anyway, I invited Fred out to come out and have a conversation, and that's what we did. So what sort of things did we talk about today?
Man, we talked about a lot of things, man, getting to know each other, man. But one of the things that I was sharing with him, man, is that a lot in the black community, I call it the lottery syndrome. We saw some amazing kids, man.
Yes, that's one thing I really wanted to talk about.
Right, young kids, man, and a mother holding it down. I call her Harriet Tubman 0.5. Any woman that can take care of 3 young men.
I would have said Harriet Tubman times 5.
Yeah,
this woman was amazing.
She's amazing what she do, and she makes sure that her kids are on top of things. Plus, they ate real good too. So
yes,
they ate real good. But my whole point of saying is, we asked them, what do they want to do when they grow up? How quick they named off him going to the NBA and doing football.
Yeah, being a professional football player, baseball player, some type of professional athlete, which is what you stereotypically hear from young African-American males.
Right. And so we're saying that's not a bad thing. But everything has to be in perspectives like, okay, that's good. So what is your backfall? What if sports don't work for you? What are you going to do?
Right.
You can see their eyes went left
what
to
is
right.
plan B? What is the fallback plan? Where is the educational goal to fall back on in case that doesn't work out? Where's your safety net?
Yeah, and so when we talked to them about it, they walked away with some thoughts in their mind, and then me and him started talking more about what's affecting the black community. See, our heroes are athletes. They're not the plumber, they're not the electrician, they're not the doctor, the lawyer. They're athletes, and society, especially the media, the sports engine, they make sure that we're producing these athletes. Am I making sense to you? So you see the program, they start all the way from little and they work their way up. It's a feeder program. But where's the feeder program to educate this muscle up here? To make somebody great. Not that you can't be great playing sports, but as African Americans, our young men are trying to do the impossible because there's only a few that can make it. So I'll give you a quick example. Here's the numbers for you. So when the kids get to high school across the United States, that's 60,000 kids trying out for basketball. 30,000 are going to make it. 20,000 are going to go to college. 12 is going to go to college, and only 24 are going to make it to the NBA. Eat those numbers up. So why are we teaching our kids backwards instead of teaching them forward and teach them about education, teach them about math, and turn them into something great? So that's all we were just talking about, man. I don't want to get too deep, man. I just want to let y'all know that we have to do a better job in our community, exposing our kids to exposure like being a chef. Not every kid's gonna go to college, and that's another thing we talked about. We also talked about that even though we're in the COVID-19 era, the school system is being broken, which it should have been broken 100 years ago.
Oh, absolutely. The idea being that, with the public schools being shut down because of the corona apocalypse, more homeschooling, more virtual schooling, more of the online education, things like the fact that Harvard University, of all places, has decided to go completely online, completely virtual, and yet they're going to maintain their tuition levels as is, which is crazy to think they're going to continue to charge these exorbitant rates. And it makes you think, what in the world have we been paying for all this time if they're going to continue to charge the same rates for you to just stay home to receive this education that we were previously paying for all of these professors, for all of these facilities, for all of these services, for all of this research, when now you're no longer supporting all of that infrastructure? What is going on, folks? What in the world had been going on? And getting back to what we were saying before, with the mentality before with these goals and the types of things that we were encouraging young children and particular communities and ethnicities, and the differences. We're comparing, like here in Oklahoma City, I said the tale of the two sides of, say, 23rd Street. The difference between, say, 23rd and MLK and 23rd and Classen. For those of you who don't know, on one side you have the beginning of the Asian district, and on the other side you have the heart of the African American community, if you will. And the difference is there. You have the hotbed of entrepreneurship, and on the other side you have destitution, for lack of a better term. And why is that? And what type of goals and attitudes are prevalent in these areas? And what type of aspirations do the people in these areas have? And is it systemic? And what are we showing people in the schools? What type of goals are prevalent? Those are some of the issues that we're talking about today.
Yeah.
And also, as this mother and the three children were leaving, we one comment that I said was that maybe next year we'll see them in the church / law office. And what did I mean when I said that, Fred?
I'm gonna let you say it.
Well, another thing that we know each other from is mentorship programs.
Thank you. So the program is designed to show these kids how to be professional. So we bring a bunch of professional men together, and we bring a bunch of kids together, and we buy them ties, and we talk to them and have lunch with them and talk to them what kind of jobs we have, what do we do, and stuff like that. We show them that we're touchable, we're tangible. So that's what the program is called. It's called Ties to the Future.
That's right. And that's another thing that I've met him through, where we bring the kids in, we show them how to tie neckties, provide mentorship, and we did this earlier this year, where local business owners, local entrepreneurs, the
senators, lawyers.
Yeah, senators, lawyers, the head of law firms, the person that is in charge of the state, the state health commissioner of all people was there.
Yeah.
Very, very inspirational stories. We have, people that have immigrated to this country from other parts of the world that are in, dire economic straits, just devastated countries that have come here to the United States and were able to achieve great things and can serve as just such an inspiration to these people to say, look, kids, you might not have much now, but even starting from what would be considered rock bottom in the United States is something that people in other countries would consider to be even wealthy to them. So it allows people to take stock of what you have, even if you think you don't have much, and to understand that even here in America, people should be grateful for the liberties and freedoms and opportunities that we have.
Absolutely. Greatest country on earth.
It is. And U.S. citizenship is such a valuable, precious thing, and we should cherish it.
I think that's about it.
I think that is it. That is a really good stopping point. It's hot out here. We should go.
Man, it's about to get to 100 degrees, man. I'm about to get out this heat.
I know. It's gonna melt.
Thank you, people. Fred Montgomery, the Hood Doctor.
Adrian OTAP, E Pluribus OTAP. Follow us on the Facebook. He's on the Facebook. You know where all my social media is. Go to the Patreon, and hey, freedom ain't free. Chip in your $1.05. OTAP out.
I like that.